Thank you, Chairman Guthrie, for inviting me to be here today. Chairman Brett Guthrie, Ranking Member Susan Davis, members of the subcommittee, I'm grateful for the opportunity to introduce fellow South Carolinian Michelle Pacynski. I appreciate also being here with Chairman Virginia Foxx, who is working so closely with President Donald Trump to help American families with fulfilling lives. Ms. Pacynski serves as the Deputy Assistant Director for Workforce and Economic Development at the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce. In her role, she advances a business-inspired workforce system, one that develops strategic partnerships that enhances the workforce system's ability to produce a workforce pipeline for jobs. I am grateful that she is before the subcommittee to testify today. Through the efforts of Ms. Pacynski and other members of the South Carolina Department of Employment and Workforce, South Carolina has seen a remarkable success in implementing the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. Of special note is their use of innovative strategies like career and technical education, program partnerships, apprenticeships, technical colleges to develop talent pipelines, and addressing infrastructure challenges to ensure that people find meaningful jobs, as we have achieved, and she has, at Boeing, at MTU, at BMW. We were just discussing all these. Michelin Tire Corporation, Bridgestone Tire Corporation, and now soon Volvo, to be located in South Carolina. Their success is clear and tangible. South Carolina's unemployment rate is at a 16-year low, and more businesses from around the country are realizing that our talented workforce and pro-business climate make our state a great place to create or locate a business with meaningful jobs. I look forward to hearing Ms. Pacynski outline how South Carolina's Department of Employment and Workforce has implemented the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, and hope her perspective can provide examples and best practices other states can use when looking to maximize their implementation of the Act and to help more of their citizens find jobs. Mr. Chairman, thank you for the opportunity to introduce Ms. Pacynski.
Thank you, Representative Foxx, Representative Scott, Representative Wilson, Chairman Guthrie, Ranking Member Representative Davis, and the members of the subcommittee. It's an honor and privilege to be here today to talk about the progress we have made because of the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. We are putting South Carolinians to work. South Carolina's economy is strong and growing as businesses continue to relocate and expand in our state. We have a record number of people working and an unemployment rate at a 16-year low. Congress's efforts to pass the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act has provided South Carolina the ability to tackle workforce development through innovative ways to better engage businesses and educate and empower our workforce. Our transformational journey began with collaboration. Under WIOA, the State Workforce Development Board is considered to be the state's architect and ambassador for workforce development. With majority representation by business leaders from the state's high-growth industries, South Carolina's board convened the workforce partners and executed a memorandum of understanding. This contract was the platform for stakeholders to move forward in unison towards retooling the workforce system and educating our existing and emerging workforce. WIOA fueled South Carolina's ability to deploy initiatives that address business and industry's concerns of a fractured workforce system. The South Carolina Talent Pipeline Initiative, also known as Sector Strategies, was the incubator for regional industry-focused methods to build a skilled workforce that identify and address skill needs across key industries rather than focusing on transactional workforce needs of individual businesses. A critical component that was identified in analysis of our workforce system was the lack of public transit for employment and education. In an effort to empower region strategies to build their workforce, the State Workforce Development Board is investing state-level WIOA funds into communities that have designed innovative public transit models. WIOA champions the prioritization of services for those who face significant barriers to employment. South Carolina has experienced great success in educating and employing ex-offenders into high-growth industries. Historically, ex-offenders were released into the same environment from which they came, lacking the education and skills needed to succeed outside of prison. Using Title III money, South Carolina piloted a job center behind the wire, deploying a case manager and laptops on site to provide the same services and information provided to job seekers in a one-stop center. Of the 516 people who have completed the program and have since been released, 75% are earning wages. Seeing the outcomes from this pilot, the State Workforce Development Board invested state-level WIOA funds to expand employment services into additional correctional facilities. WIOA has also reinforced our emphasis on apprenticeships as the premier tool for businesses to recruit and retain workers. South Carolina provides businesses with a $1,000 tax credit per apprentice for up to 4 years. With 893 active apprentice programs in South Carolina, the state board sought to braid apprenticeships with services provided to priority populations and awarded state-level WIOA funds into competitive grants. WIOA emphasizes that relationships between the public and private sectors is crucial in the workforce system's ability to provide businesses with workforce solutions. Several members of our State Workforce Development Board also serve as representatives on the State Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, and as a result, many of our workforce initiatives align with the State Chamber's 2025 education goals. In conclusion, WIOA has significantly expanded South Carolina's ability to strategically align resources, programs, and policies to build a skilled workforce and more effectively serve businesses. Thank you.